everyone, and welcome to Bittersweet Theory. Today's theory takes place in the 1993 Tim Burton classic claymation film, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I grew up watching this movie, and now my sons love it too. One thing I've never questioned as a kid is how does this movie work? As a kid, I just came to accept that everyone in Halloween Town was dead, but somehow they're alive. Perhaps I was just too captivated by all the amazing songs to question it. Well, today we are going to answer that question. How can someone in Halloween Town be dead and alive at the same time? The first thing that comes to mind for me is that they're like zombies, but they're nothing like the classic zombies we know today. I mean, the closest thing that we have to zombies is the corpse family, but they're more considered reanimated corpses, meaning that they are themselves and not mindless zombies. Speaking of reanimation, that brings me to this scene. When our Pumpkin King's plan to take over Christmas is in full swing, he has given the doctor the task of making reindeer from the bones of dead reindeer. Maybe Santa didn't make it back with the adult reindeer and he had to start using the little ones instead. That's just sad. That's a theory for another time. I don't even want to touch that one. Anyway, in this scene, we see the doctor not only creating the source of transportation, but he is working on Jewel, his new creation, over Sally. Throughout the events of the film, we can confirm that he made 3 experiments by his own hands. He has made Sally, the reindeer, and Jewel, so that leads me to believe that he has made everyone in town. But this is where it gets a little complicated. I'm certain that he's the reason for everyone being reanimated, but where did it all start? Or who did he start with? I would believe that he started with Jack first, given that Jack is the only person that we can trace back his origins. In another classic claymation film that came out in 1996, 3 years after The Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach is a prequel to The Nightmare Before Christmas. Why? Because we find out that Jack was a pirate before he died. After he died, the doctor was able to reanimate his bones, thus bringing him back from the dead. As he went along, he started to bring back people who had more than just bones. This is where the era of bringing back the townspeople came in. The doctor found that he could stuff the bodies with just about anything, including leaves, to bring them back from the dead. Now, I do think his last experiment was Oogie Boogie. In a previous video, I did go over how I think that the Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog is really Oogie Boogie. And that video still holds up with this theory, but for now, let's talk about the fact that Oogie Boogie is made of bugs. In the movie, when the doctor is putting Sally's arm back on, we can see that he is looking into bugs as well. Given the fact that he is still examining bugs, makes me believe that Oogie Boogie was the last person that he reanimated. Now that we have established that the doctor is responsible for bringing everybody back to life in Halloween Town, how is he doing it? Well, we know that he's using the lightning, but I think there's another factor that we have to consider. For this theory, I looked up what reanimation means, and it means to bring something back to life or to give them renewed energy. Another thing that we have to consider is that the subject that the doctor wants to bring back has to have a brain. Brains are like the main thing that his character is associated with. We even see his brain throughout the film, and in the game, Oogie Boogie's Revenge, his brain had been replaced. The doctor even gives Jewel half of his brain towards the end of the movie to bring her back to life. That means the doctor can bring anyone back to life that has a brain. And yes, I am suggesting that the hanging tree does have a brain. If he can bring back a bunch of dead bugs in a burlap sack back to life, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say he's not above just shoving a brain into a tree to see if it will work. This means that the doctor is using the electricity from the world that Halloween Town is in to jumpstart the brains of everyone. What this means is that when we see the doctor using lightning, it has a magical capability of replacing the electrical energy that was lost when everyone died. You know, now that I think about it, if the doctor can go as far as bringing back a tree back to life, why is he still in a wheelchair? I mean, he has the capability of reanimating something without any ligaments. He should be able to walk around, right? Or maybe his legs just don't work like they used to anymore. Now I'm wondering, if the doctor brought everybody back from Halloween Town, who exactly brought him back? Like, who would start the whole process of bringing him to life? The even more complicated question is, where does Jack go on his visits out of Halloween Town? Does he go back to check on his pirate crew of the ship from where he died? Or does the doctor bring all of them back to life just so they can sit on the bottom of the ship at the ocean and protect the compass? Is this the same compass that points to whatever you want? The same one Jack Sparrow uses? Is Disney trying to tell us something? Well, if our pumpkin king used that type of compass, it would definitely point to Sally. I mean, who doesn't want a partner that kindly calls us out when we're doing something wrong? I mean, that's really all we need in life and the afterlife. Alrighty, well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I have to answer all those questions on a different video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, it has been bittersweet. And a shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I can't believe how far this channel has come. I'm so excited to see what we do in the future. Thank you. Bye.